Good afternoon, good evening, listener. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Sean.
Welcome to
Buzz Game Time. Very exciting stuff, and the moon is also excited. The moon is shaking with anticipation, and so am I. I got the drinks in my hand. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
It's Majora's Mask. We are on just mere moments away, potentially, from the finale.
Yes.
There's only, like I believe, another mini dungeon, and then I think you guys know what comes next, especially if you know Majora's Mask, this game. So cheers, without further ado.
Cheers.
Let's just jump in. Like, we gotta start. I'm so excited. For Kyle, blind playthrough to finally see. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Ready.
Alright then.
It's
game
time.
Let's do this again.
Okay. So, if you guys were keeping track, I was doing some lore stuff last time. I'll continue more lore about Majora's Mask and the world of Termina and such and characters. Continuing. But first, Kyle, yeah, you talk to the one with the bug mask, the twin mold mask. Once again, all of these bosses. Oh no, it's not that. That's the goat for the Goron stuff.
Okay.
You won't play? Yeah. About that, depending, despite what we said in the last episode, guys, wait, about the Goron section, depending on how much time we have remaining, maybe we'll attempt, actually, go back to it.
Okay.
Wait, all the other kids are gone. That's not creepy. They all, disappeared, aka, I guess, died, question mark? We don't know, Kyle. They honestly just disappeared. They literally just disappeared. They give you a philosophical question that challenges your worldview from a child, and then they just literally disappeared. Alright? Thanks. Thanks for making me question, my existence, child. Anyway, see you later. And also thanks for stealing all my inventory, just taking all of it from me.
And here we go. We hide. Will you hide?
Alright. The final section, the stone tower sort of section here.
Okay.
And then potentially maybe the final boss. We'll see how it goes.
Release.
Some more lore. Yeah, so, yeah, he's about to see. All I said to Kyle, I didn't spoil anything about this, but I did say that Kyle, I don't think he's ever used the Great Fairy Sword yet to, actually seriously fight things. I get that Great Fairy Sword ready, Kyle. Yeah, finally getting to see the power of this thing that we worked so hard for in the Stone Tower Temple. The perfect opportunity to use it. Here we go. You're locked in here with me.
Oh.
What is this thing? Lizla False. Wait, alright, the Zelda lore need to tell me. Have you ever fought one of these in the game?
No, not that.
You'd be like, polluted pirate?
Oh!
Dead. One shot. Kyle, the sword is so powerful you kill him in one hit. Yeah, no, seriously. I think there's a mathematical scale of how much damage it does. It does enough to one-shot him through all of his HP. It literally one-shot him. It's like low-key a hyper beam. Yeah, I just instantly melted him, Kyle. So have fun. Have fun, Kyle. Have fun with the Great Fairy Sword. Damn. Worth it, Kyle. It fucking instantly melts most enemies in the game, Kyle. It kills most enemies in one shot. Those that do live are probably a boss or a mini-boss, which is technically what this dude is. But, yeah, the lore, guys, well, I think, some thoughts as I get to share it. So, crazy lore stuff. It's the souls, the master of the souls of things. Some of them cannot be revived. Lulu, a mother with the Zora stuff. The whole stuff about the Akana Canyon, the king, and all the Garo that are dead, but still their souls, they kill themselves, they kamikaze themselves out of shame, I believe, for losing in battle, in combat. All the brother, the Mario and Luigi brother, sharp and flat, like his brother hates him and he's like evil or something, but then you cure his soul. It seems like he was only tainted by Majora's Mask. It seems like he is kind of forgiving his brother. There's a lot of, interesting story. The child and the father that tried to protect the child from the Gibdos.
Oh.
But ends up becoming a Gibdo himself, but the child still protects the father, even at the risk of her own life. A lot of touching stories throughout the world of Termina. Deku Link, princess, who, has a crush or something on the monkey that got tied up and the king was going to kill and I guess eat the monkey. That was the princess's friend. Also, can we talk about the fact that you stuff the princess in a tiny bottle? That's literally what you do. Yeah, let's talk about that. And then she stomps on his crotch when you release her. She gets angry and stomps on her dad's crotch as revenge. All right, weird, but I guess that's how they do it in the Deku Kingdom. Am I right? That's how they do it in Deku Kingdom. Sure. Yo, Kyle's gonna be Kate Lucas. Kyle, like the way you used to do it, you used to have like, all right, you gotta dodge. Well, technically, you should still dodge. It does do a shitload of damage after all.
Nope.
But like what is that? 6 hits, dead. Even with the Gilded Sword, Kyle, that probably would have taken you 12 hits, I believe. It might. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Zelda fans. I believe that the Great Fairy Sword is like double the power of Gilded Sword, or at least 1.5 times. Oh, bomb juice. I feel like, have you ever even gotten those in the game? I don't even know, Kyle. Kind of low key. Like I guess it's cool, but like kind of too little, too late is how I feel. Oh no, you had them in your inventory, but me, I'm like too little, too late though. I mean, no, seriously, like, what you ever gonna use those? Probably not.
Yeah, really.
Not unless there's a puzzle in here that requires it. There's a swamp. Oh, the Twin Rova twins that were evil and Ganondorf's servants in Ocarina of Time. In this one, they're just women serving the potions for the monkeys. It's having fun. One of them, like, lost in the woods, dies without aid from Link and the red potion. Will literally die. But you save her with thanks to her sister and bringing her the red potion and all that. You saving lives, taking names. There's some other people in there, like the Photoshop people that taking photos in the rides that you just never did, Kyle. Oh well. The Skull House, there's the Skull people in there. Well, I guess they're gonna remain Skull people forever. Sorry about that. Well, hey, we never said we're gonna save. Link never said we're gonna save everyone. As a matter of fact, Kyle, that's why we named the character Fuck You. Well, fuck you, spider people. We don't care. Sorry, we don't care about your plight. We don't care about your pain. That's why we never talk to them. There you go. Finally, Goron place. Yeah. Goron child, the chief, that if you don't save him, he literally freezes to death out in the blizzard. Like, literally freezes to death. The actual chief of the Gorons freezes to death. Leaves his son, which is freaking really weird. Hey, let's not ask too many questions about how Goron chief was like 80, but his son is like a baby, like aka like 2. Let's not ask questions about how come an 80-year-old can have a 2-year-old son. That is not his grandson. No, that's his son. Kyle, what do you think about that? They did say the word son, not grandson, son. And that dude is like 80. So, do I need to spell it out for everybody about what's going down with that? What happened there? Majora's adult themes, you know what I'm saying? Yo, talk about the darkest Legend of Zelda right here. Kyle, you'll figure it out. I'll let you figure it out. I'm kind of low-key stalling for time because it's not as difficult as you think. The key is you need to use the thing that you got in this room, as a matter of fact. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, the bomb shoes.
So what do you notice about the bomb shoes? I'll lead you with this much.
I was thinking, what's up there?
Oh yeah, take a look at first person. What does that look like on the wall?
Like
you did see it, but you never commented on it. Ah, well, either or. Yeah, what does that look like, Kyle?
Looks like a crack.
What does Zelda teach you to do with cracks in walls, Kyle?
You gotta break it.
I mean, it's really, really obvious. And the secret is the thing that you got in the chest of this room. You got that 2 minutes ago. I think you remember what it is, right? Yeah, I mean, not that hard. The difference between bombs and bomb chews, Kyle, what is it? What's the difference between them? They both blow up. What's the difference between them?
Oh, okay. They climb walls.
Yes. That looks like a wall that you need to bomb, but it's on the wall. What do I need to do? Bomb chew. Kyle, the bomb chew. Yeah, you got it. You'll figure it out. Because now, Kyle, you literally... I credit Kyle at that point. He figured it out. Kyle, it's just about range and angle. Yeah, it's because no, take a look, like in first person where it's going. It probably went too far. It went past the crack in the wall. This is literally the solution. It probably just went too far. So just try again at a better angle. There you go. It'll get it eventually, as long as you got a good angle. We might want to take a look, Kyle.
How do you even...
First person. Up on the C stick, Kyle. If you do up on the C stick, you can go into first person. Yeah, you probably forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, nope, still there. All right, get a better angle then. Yeah, take a look at as it's going up there. How far did it go?
Whoa.
Way too far. That gives you an idea of roughly how far it went.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Oh wait. Now I think the big brain solution. Now I remember this puzzle. The big brain solution of this. Yeah. Now I know. But I'll let Kyle figure it out as I indulge in more lore. Yeah. Find the Goron location. The big Goron who's like trapped in the ice cave or something and freezes to death. Sure. Darmani, the Goron hero, kind of just trapped in the hot springs. Lost and like not revived until Link comes along. The Goron races, not to be revived for the Goron kid. Like to me, it's like the Goron stuff. Not gonna lie, is like the least like impactful, isn't it, guys?
Oh,
Kyle, big brain. How about going from the far side and it'll go all the way around and just barely make it? That's the big brain way they want you to do it, Kyle. Actually, they actually wanted you to do it exactly how you did it. As a kid, I believe I did it on accident, though. Funny, right? I think I just literally did that on accident, though, just by trying everything.
Yeah.
So what about this angle? What about this angle? I just tried everything until one of them worked. Okay, hey, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
But now that I'm older, I'm like, they want you to go from the other side. And then it loops in almost more than a 180 in a way. Think about the angles. Yeah, kind of a 180 around the whole room, upside the walls and ceiling, and then there you go. Yeah, shoot that with an arrow, and there you go. We're on our way.
Alright.
So, Goron, least impactful story. The Goron kid, the child, I don't care about him. Goron races, don't care. Goron gonna freeze, don't care. Hot spring, don't care. Don't care about any of that. The Goron chief freezing, that is honestly kind of sad. That's kind of gonna suck for them to lose their chief. And then kind of like, but I mean, well, he's old, so I mean, well, he was old, so like, damn, like, heartless, like, damn, he is old, so I mean, well, if he didn't freeze to death, well, I mean, how many years does the Goron chief got in it? Let's be honest, like, damn. But you know what, let's go, Kyle, I believe that might have given you a final one for another heart container. Let's go. That's so useful for the upcoming boss here. Yeah, you see? But we got another heart. Let's go. I think we have 9 now. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully it's gonna be enough.
Shoes.
You got freaking 6 fairies? I think you have more than enough though. What the?
3 bump shoes though. Oh.
Yeah. Well, okay. You better make them count. Better make them count then. Choose your angle wisely. Meantime, honestly, I think the Zora stuff probably actually the saddest. Right, the Zora stuff the actual saddest. Again, Lulu and the Zora band, there ain't no more band. There ain't no more guitarist anymore. And they have no idea what happened to Macau. He never left a message. He kind of left some mysterious stuff in his diary. But no one will ever know the sacrifice he made to save his children, as a matter of fact, going by himself, lonesome, to the pirates, group of pirates fortress and all that. Lulu, a widow. Before they even got married, she will be a widow with children. They will never know their father's face. Truly, they will never know the face of their father, ever. Lulu will never be able to spend moments with her beloved husband, ever. The band lost their guitar. I guess it's the band. It's like, damn, bro, they lost guitars. Fuck, that sucks. I guess bands. Well, Macau, not gonna. Well, how good of a guitarist was Macau, guys? That's what we gotta analyze, right? How good was he? How right? Bands in the real world. Hey, you lost your guitarist retired. Well, you can always get a new guitarist, I guess. Hey, sometimes they retire / die, right? In the real world. Well, Evan, you can just get a new guitarist to replace Macau, right? You can replace him, right? It's not that bad. Just ignore the fact that he died. And don't worry about that. Just get a new guitarist. Lulu, well, she is like a widow. So that's like, yeah, you can't really weasel your way out of that, Nintendo. Like, no, you literally left her as a single mother now. But excellent. Well, he didn't even ask for a mask. That was interesting.
That was.
Final one. Before I continue with more lore, I leave it to you, Kyle. Would you like to continue to more Goron Link attempts? Or
I think that'd be...
I mean, you might as well attempt a little bit.
I guess.
Because, the timer hasn't even gone off. You did it so fast, Kyle. There's more a bit of lore stuff to share with the audience. You haven't even finished the, what there is to see in the Gorm thing. You might as well try.
5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. I think you guys would accept. It's fair. And Kyle will try it. Again, it's a pain in the ass. If you can't make any progress, then, in fact, I think the timer is kind of going off, Kyle. Yeah, you can give it a few attempts. If not, right. Well, hey, we tried, guys. You can't fault Kyle for trying. Even me as a kid, as I said in that last episode. I hated this location. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh god, the PTSD. This location sucked as a kid. It sucked. I hated this location. And I think I actually finished 100%. I did this. I got the final mask after all. And that's the lore that I'm about to share next, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
That's, actually, maybe I should take this opportunity in the next few minutes then. Because we might be doing the final battle maybe next time. I don't hate to say too much, but we'll see. So about this, in the other playthroughs, those that know Majora's Mask very well probably know about what I'm about to say. I'm about to talk about the very final mask, the most powerful mask in the entire game, as a matter of fact. For Kyle, it's a blind playthrough. Kyle, you don't know what it is, but you probably will recognize its name when I give it to you. Technically spoilers for all that don't want it. For those that never played Majora's Mask, then you might want to step out of my commentary of lore for the next things. I'm going to talk about the mask, its power, and the lore implications of it.
Yeah.
All the Majora's Mask fans, I'm sure, would love to hear this. So, I don't really want to share this during the final battle video, because, as I have already made clear, it's not possible in the BuzzedGameTime playthrough to get this mask. So, well, you're not going to see it. But I'm gonna give the lowdown lore of it. So guys, by offering up getting 100% of all the optional masks in the entire game, guys, after you go through the dungeon and talk to all 4 of the masked children, the thing that we are not able to show you is that apparently after collecting 20 masks to the children, 20 masks, Kyle, which is a hell of a lot, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the entire game. They will say, wait, I think, yeah. I believe, was it the final child, whoever it is that you talked to, correct me if I'm wrong, but the point of it is, they'll explain, you have no more masks to play. And then instead, they will reverse it. The only time they ever do it, they reverse it. Instead, they give you a mask as a reward for playing with them. Guys, hey Kyle, they give you a reward, like, thank you for playing hide and seek with us. We would like to give you something. They give you the most powerful mask in the game. You probably recognize the name of it, Kyle. It's the Fierce Deity Mask. Do you recognize this name? For those that avoid spoilers, again, a warning. Fierce Deity Mask, Kyle. Do you know of this mask? If not, then I'm about to share it with Kyle, blind playthrough, because he can't get it. And for those that care about the lore of this mask and the power, in terms of gameplay, in fact, of this mask.
Yeah, really.
Kyle, does this ring a bell?
No, I don't think it does.
Do you... Well, funny thing is, you actually know what it looks like. It's in Smash Ultimate, as a matter of fact, as an alternate skin, Kyle.
Oh.
You know what it looks like, because it's literally a skin in Smash Ultimate.
Oh, shit.
Do you recognize my description here? I wish we could show you what it looks like. If not, I would ask everyone to look it up. For Kyle's sake, I would just say it like this. It has white hair, tribal tattoos on his face, and pure white eyes, no pupils. And a crazy, like, double helix green sword. Like, I'm talking, like, weird, like left, swerve, right, swerve. You know what a double helix, like, DNA looks like? That's what the sword looks like, Kyle.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the most infamous things in all of Zelda, as a matter of fact. Like, honestly, you don't have to be an extremely large Zelda fan to have heard of the Fierce Deity Mask. Actually, it's one of the most infamous things of all of Zelda lore, outright. Like, in any Zelda game ever created, yes, guys. Man, I want to talk about it so badly. I'm so glad we can finally talk about it, even if we can't see it, and look it up for what it is. Okay, I'll at least give you this much. When you first earn it, you got the Fierce Deity mask. Could this mask's dark power be as bad as Majora? Tremendous powers emanating from within. Point out some things, Cyle. Point this out. This mask's dark powers be as powerful as Majora. The point of it is, Cyle, this mask is not a good hero mask. It's called the Fierce Deity because what's crazy about this, that there's, I believe, no official confirmation ever still to this day from Nintendo about this shit. Ever. Nothing. It's only up to this fan to speculate this. Fierce Deity mask, it's highly speculated, Cyle, that, and based on that description, that perhaps the Fierce Deity was a god, a deity after all, of rivaling the power of Majora. Majora is one of the most evil creatures in existence. Do you understand the scope of what Majora's mask was able to do in the land of Termina by itself, Cyle? A lot of destruction and despair is spread in all of Termina, Cyle. Fierce Deity, like, according to implications, is as powerful, rivaling the power of Majora's mask, as in, Cyle, there's some lore things. Could Majora's mask stop the moon without the power of the four giants? Yes, theoretically, yes. Yeah, actually. If it's as powerful, if Majora could summon the moon, then Majora's mask theoretically has the power to single-handedly stop the moon. Crazy, right? So we're talking like some people that know anime, especially like something like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This makes me think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like, yeah, some crazy ass shit, right? We're talking like power scaling of another universe. Like, this thing is a fucking god, Cyle. One of the most powerful creatures in the lore of Zelda outright, Cyle. So, about your favorite man, Ganondorf. Could Fierce Deity, Fierce Deity, excuse me, the god, wipe the floor with Ganondorf? Yes, Cyle. Absolutely. Yes. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's a question. Yes, Cyle. It's a fucking god. Outright, Cyle. Honestly, there is debates, Cyle, if Majora could wipe the floor with Ganondorf. I don't think, nowadays, I feel like, you know, power creep all the anime style. They give Ganondorf way too much shit. Yeah, nah, man, your dude is too stacked in all his various forms and demon forms and all this other stuff. He's a bit too stacked. I think Ganondorf's still the most powerful, like, standard villain, long-term major villain.
Yeah.
But a Fierce Deity, ultimately, let me say it like this. Oh, it's like some of the fun stuff I was saying before the video, Cyle. Let me say it like this. Can we prove that, like, all right, anime death battles, guys. Could Fierce Deity Link beat Ganondorf? Unknown, Cyle. Unproven is actually technically my response. Why? Because we don't know the actual power, true power of Fierce Deity Link. We've never seen the true power in action. The only time you ever see it, technically, Cyle, think about it, is by borrowing the power of the god by wearing its mask, the spirit, the soul of the Fierce Deity, yeah? As implied by transforming mask. It's the only mask that lets you transform besides the mask you're wearing, Cyle. You transform into, Cyle, also a god. You're like fucking, you turn into like fucking Shaquille O'Neal, Cyle. Yeah, you turn into like fucking 10 feet tall when you wear this mask, by the way, Cyle. I'm not joking. You're like legit like 10 fucking feet tall. Fucking tree trunks, legs, fucking thick ass, swole fucking arms, bro. Like fucking, we're talking like fucking John Cena arms, Cyle. This dude is fucking jacked. He is a god. He looks like a god. He has the lore of a god, the threatening power of a god. His sword is fucking longer than his body, Cyle, I believe. The thing is fucking longer than his damn whole fucking arm, Cyle. Man. This dude is a god. I wish you could have seen Fierce Deity Link in his full glory in game. Even in Smash Ultimate, Cyle, I think they just use the color palette for his clothes, but Link still uses the Master Sword in that game. Fun fact, could Fierce Deity's Link beat the Master Sword? I think yes. In my opinion, yes, actually. I think it destroy the Master Sword. We're talking like it's gonna shatter the Master Sword style, Cyle, anime style. Yo, excuse me, Master Sword? The power of a god, bro. Blade of Evil's Bane? Bro, Fierce Deity Link is a fucking god, bro. Literally a god. So, I mean...
Can't blame it.
And ultimately, wait, actually, if anything, if people were to debate it, all the Zelda fans, if anything, unknown, unproven, Cyle, like, could the Master Sword defeat Majora? unknown. You never get the Master Sword in this game. Literally unproven. We literally will never know. You don't get the Master Sword ever. It's not possible. Could Fierce Deity Link beat Ganondorf? Unproven. We've never seen them fight, ever. In fact, I would even argue we've never even seen the Fierce Deity Link in his full godlike potential as a god, not as a mass, a spirit, which is only a fraction of his power after all. Never really seen any of that. The sword, could the Fierce Deity's Link sword beat the Master Sword? I mean, I don't know, man. Technically, I believe in, like, Blade of Evil's Bane, yes, the Master Sword. And finally, that's maybe the last thing before we wrap up this video, Kyle, unless you want to keep on attempting these.
At this point.
Okay, so I'll kind of be wrapping it up. That is the most interesting thing of all, Kyle. Once again, to reiterate this. Could the Dark Powers be as bad as Majora? Dark Powers, Kyle. This is... I would even go so far, talk about Dark... Kyle, I think this is the darkest, most malevolent force that you, as the player, have ever been able to use in any Zelda game. In terms of lore implications, technically. In terms of gameplay, I'll talk about that maybe a bit during the final boss. Which you can use. Well, you get it right before the final boss. It's intended that you use it during the final boss, of course, right?
Okay.
Again, toe-to-toe power equal to that. Could it equal the might of Majora's Mask? Well, guess what they want you to use when you fight Majora's Mask?
Yeah.
Blade of Evil's Bane, right? In terms of the lore, Master Sword, which is the Master Sword, is meant to defeat evil. It is the enemy of evil. Fierce Deity Link, or Fierce Deity, Kyle, as a god, is an literally, clearly malevolent entity. What is known in terms of the text, Kyle, it's a malevolent entity. This is not a nice entity. This is not like the goddesses that want to create. I don't freaking recall if there's any lore whatsoever. Like, what the fuck was the point of the Fierce Deity? What'd he do? One of the most mysterious beings in all of Zelda lore, Kyle. What is the Fierce Deity Link? How did it come into creation? Was it meant to destroy or create? We don't know any of this. We don't need any of this stuff. All we know is that it is literally a malevolent entity rivaling the power of Majora's Mask, and that's all we know. Majora's Mask is one of the most malevolent entities in existence over here. Right, Kyle? Like, as in, obviously, he's the Ganondorf of this game. Again, in terms of lore, is Majora's Mask more powerful than Ganondorf? Well, one, technically, we will never know that, Kyle, because they never fight. But two, honestly, with the power creep and anime style of Ganondorf nowadays, nah, I think, this dude is way too jacked. Pun intended. Ganondorf way too buff now, Kyle. Nah, man. They give this dude some buffs over the years in terms of lore and gameplay. Now, Ganondorf probably wipes the floor with most villains, period, outright. They give this dude way too much power. He's truly the true most powerful wielder of the Triforce of power after all. He's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
He is, if you guys know JoJo, he's Dio, bro. Okay, so he's Dio, right? He's literally just Dio, and Link is Jotaro, and who the hell is Zelda? Zelda's like, I don't know, man. Zelda's like Polnareff or something, bro. I don't know. If you guys know JoJo, so it's like Polnareff, Kakuin, I don't know, bro. Kakuin, no, I don't want to say it. Maybe Joseph Joestar, I don't know, man. Well, whatever. You guys get the JoJo reference. This is good enough. So okay, I guess with that said, I'll kind of wrap up my Fierce Deity gushing there. Fierce Deity, one of the most any thoughts in conclusion? One of the most mysterious entities in all of any lore. Because point is, still to this day, the final tidbit, Majora's Mask, a Fierce Deity Link, Kyle, has literally never been returned in any other game, nor, I believe, ever been referenced in any other game to date. Kyle, to date. Isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating.
To date. It's like as if did Nintendo themselves just forget that this creature existed in their lore? I don't think we ever know, man. Like, there's still, when I say it not mentioned, I mean, like, I don't think Aonuma, any of the producers, and let's correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, the years have been, many years have passed after all since Majora's Mask came out. There maybe they addressed it, but ultimately, I will always respect Fierce Deity Link to be, one of the most interesting beings and powers in all of Zelda outright. For its mysterious power, its tremendous godlike power, dark power. When you turn on that mask, Kyle, there's even theories like, is it Link? When you put on that Link, Kyle, you saw what happened to Skull Kid. Well, is Link being controlled by the fierce deity, Kyle? I don't think we're ever going to find the answer to that question, Kyle. All on Majora's Mask, we saw what happened to Skull Kid. When Link puts on the fierce deity mask, is Link able to control the fierce deity's power? I don't think we know that. All we know is that we transform into fierce deity Link. That's it. That's all we freaking know. We see it, and then in terms of gameplay, I think we'll see next time. I guess for now, Kyle, if you're ready to call it here, thank you for enjoying my TED Talk about Fierce Deity Link. I hope you enjoyed the freaking, honestly, Fierce Deity Link, in my opinion, the most fascinating part of the entire lore of all of Majora's Mask to me. It's up there with Majora's Mask itself, which I'll get to next episode, the lore of the Majora's Mask, and the Happy Mask Salesman. Like, those three are probably some of the most fascinating lore tidbits that I'm like, wow, Majora's Mask is such a fascinating game, even as an adult. Like, what the heck, man? It's dark, it's weird, and some questions will never be answered, even as the years pass. Well, cheers. I hope you enjoyed that. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the extra long lore video, to be fair. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time, face the final battle. Majora awaits. I have much more to say next time. I'm excited. I think this is going to be the grand finale, guys. Cheers. Next time, it all comes to an end.